All right, what is up, YouTube? I'm definitely back. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I guess I'll return to them. So let's jump straight into it. My investments have been the same, although I have bought more positions in different companies. But let's go ahead and check out the portfolio that I did have. As you see, you go back to the older videos. We were, I think, edging around 215 or maybe 220. Now we're back up to 226. Is definitely new heights for the portfolio. And basically, I haven't sold or bought anything. Basically, what I've been doing is just holding on to the investments, making sure that they go up each and every day. So we see we have Take Two Interactive. We see that's now hitting $100 mark. We did buy it. Let's see, where was the mark that we did buy it at? It doesn't show us, but we're almost up about 9 grand on the position. Um, we bought at $71, so that's around about the same price that I was able to purchase my shares in it. Also, we do have the leveraged Nasdaq, and as you know, the Nasdaq definitely does keep hitting all-time highs as well as the other market indexes. We have Starbucks, which is definitely have gone down so far, but it does look like it's setting an oversold signal, so it might be time to buy more shares into Starbucks. And this is definitely the penny stock. You see exactly what's going on. I would say kind of making money here. We have Home Depot. We're up about almost $600 on that position of Home Depot because of the hurricane and different events going on with home improvement. Also, we have Clorox. Remember, I bought Clorox, just 5 shares. Now Clorox has gone down. Not really sure. Haven't really kept up with Clorox to understand what's causing this stock to go down. But you see Berkshire Hathaway definitely going up, with the banks and with the airlines as well. And we do have Apple from that phone release. All-time high was, I think, at 164 or in the 160s. But now it has come down ever since the phone has been released. So let's go ahead and check out a couple positions here. By the way, I did buy a position in ExxonMobil. I got a position in on $80. Also in CSX. Bought a position in on that. That was around in the $50 range. That was because that was when the news came out that the CEO, it was something about the CEO, being temporary or something like that. I seen it as a time to buy the company on weakness, and that's pretty much how you have to position yourself. You have to understand when to buy on weakness and when to sell on strength. So that's what we need to understand. So far, definitely making money on CSX. Definitely making money on ExxonMobil. And I bought ExxonMobil just Monday. So now I'm already receiving, $1 plus a share for ExxonMobil. My other positions are Square. I made sure I got back in Square at around $25, or my average was about $25. I was trying to, get in this thing below 20 or 25, but back then I was trading Square between this 18 to $22 range, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make this an investment position. So I got in at 25, and now the thing is ripping higher, setting all-time highs, and the all-time high for the stock is at 29. But I do see the stock going somewhere up to $30 before it gets checked right back down, and maybe it will, maybe provide some weakness, so that way I can go ahead and purchase more shares, for my positions. So the next investment that I do have, Chemours, definitely ripping higher. We see all-time highs definitely being set by this company. I think my average for Chemours, let's go ahead and check it out. See if I can go to my Robinhood account, Chemours. My average is about 39.04 on the dot. So that's pretty much where I was able to buy shares in. As you see, I'm doing about 11 plus a share on that company. And pretty much you have to position yourself. You have to understand when to buy a company on weakness. And we're definitely going to talk about that a little bit more. And, the company that I did start that helps people understand when to buy a company on weakness, when to sell on strength, and also how to trade, how to read and research other stocks, things like that. But yeah, Chemours has definitely been a really good investment for me. Sirius XM. This is a stock that I did receive from Robinhood because this was a promotion I was doing with my company. Once you schedule a lesson with me, I'll send you my link for my Robinhood account, and that way you get a free share of stock. So I was definitely getting free shares of stock. I know I had Chesapeake. I sold Chesapeake because Chesapeake really, Chesapeake has never been that attractive to me. So I definitely kept Sirius XM. And if you look at the chart, you know exactly why, because the stock is continually to run up. That's pretty much what I have in my portfolio for now. But definitely I will try to get positions in on Honeywell. get a position on Home Depot, maybe Lending Tree, and definitely just, like I said, just expand my portfolio as time goes on, so that way I can always, have some good returns going on. So far, I haven't really traded this year, and already I'm up just about 30% on the year. Uh, yeah, just about 30% on the year. So I'm definitely receiving a lot of good returns on my stocks because I really don't have to check them each and every day. Because if you invest in credible companies, you're definitely going to get the return, and and the shareholders or the traders are definitely going to do their part in bringing the share price up, because it is a credible company and people like to make money. They don't like to lose it. So when they buy a company, they want to make sure that company is making money. When that company makes money, you make money, because that company's stock is going to continuously go up. Now, GE is now a stock that people have to pay attention to, because GE is now at that low $25 or $24 range, and it looks like GE is maybe at a buy dip right here. Not really sure, but I know GE really didn't move much right in this range right here. Was trying to, I would say, range bound trading from about 28 all the way to $33. So now that we've broken that down, it might look interesting to get some shares right here in GE at around $23 to $24. So if you're definitely interested in that, this might be a time for you to go ahead and secure a position in on that. But as we know, we have other I would say other companies or other competitors that are definitely moving higher in share price. That's what I do. Rather than buying GE, I would buy Honeywell, or maybe I would just buy both. But right now, Honeywell definitely looks like the better investment, because Honeywell, you'll definitely see a return on it. But when you see GE, since GE is kind of lower priced than Honeywell, you'll definitely get somewhat of a more volatile return on GE shares. So it depends on your risk allocation. Depends on how how fast you want to make your money back. But GE is definitely broken at $25 handle, which is definitely interesting for the technicals. So anytime it breaks that $25 handle, we can see 20 easily, and we see what happened last time when it went to 20. Made a quick bounce right back up, and bounced back up like nothing ever happened, and it just kept going higher. But like we say, $23 was definitely the low for this stock right there, and it looks like it might go back and retest that low, or we might break out for the daily moving average right here. So it definitely gets really interesting for GE to see if it's going to break down, or excuse me, see if it's going to break out, or maybe fall back on support, and maybe even break down. We have the spider. This follows the S&P 500. We see it's now at $250. We see Dow Jones, the one that follows the Dow Jones, is now at $223. So remember, these stocks were definitely at $200, $210, $220, and now we see it's at $223. So we definitely see that the Dow Jones is definitely growing, and that's definitely a plus, especially if you're investing in those those 30 widely held companies with the Dow Jones. You're definitely receiving a return. Also, we have the NASDAQ here, definitely hitting all-time highs just about every other day. Because the investor confidence. Also, we have earnings, and also, there's definitely just other things that are coming up to make these stocks run higher. So we see we're about $2 off of that all-time high. So PowerShares QQQ follows the NASDAQ, and you see I have the leveraged NASDAQ in my portfolio. So that way, I just won't, get that 0.9 or 0.90, 0.9, I would say 0.90% return. I would definitely get, whatever it is times 3. So that's what I would do for the day. I would definitely get a leverage return times 3 with the TQQQ. So that's definitely interesting. When you do hold on to leverage stocks, you see what happened when I hold on to leverage stocks. It definitely continues to run up, right? So you can't really, get really scared out of your position because you're investing in leverage. If you're investing in something that follows an index, which an index will always continue to go up, there's really no risk to investing in a leverage ETF. I would say it definitely gets interesting when they start to split the shares, or maybe if they do a reverse split, or maybe they change the ticker symbol. So these are definitely things that you have to keep up with, if you do start to invest in them, because they do change the ticker symbols, they do split them, they do reverse split. So like I said, you have to be on alert when you do invest in those things. Let's see if we can find another stock here. Maybe a hot stock for the day. We'll probably go over the top market movers or the top market losers. So let's see right here. We have Bank of America hitting $25 a share. Definitely getting interesting because now Bank of America is at 25.4. We see 25.8, which is the high for that. So it looks like we're trading in a range bound trading here. So it definitely gets interesting once we go to 25.8. A lot of traders are going to be watching for that 25.8 level. If it doesn't break out of that 25.8 level, we probably go back down, maybe 23, maybe 2021. So it might be going back down to that level, but it looks like we might have a good little breakout pattern forming right here to break out, probably go to $30. So remember with my price patterns, we break out, we hit 25 and we easily go to 30. So that's definitely how I'm seeing Bank of America. XLF is also at $25, and we see XLF is kind of in a breakout mode. Let's go ahead and remove this and get a more accurate picture of what's going on for the XLF. We go right here to the recent. So it looks like XLF is kind of breaking out right there. We go back to the old levels, or the most recent level right there. We hit 25.6, so 25.83. So it looks like the banks are kind of, they want to break out. So that might be a breakout pattern that Bank of America is now following, to go ahead and go higher. So let's check out Goldman Sachs and see what's going on with that. Goldman Sachs still is not in a breakout form, but Bank of America, like I said, lower share price is a more volatile return for your money. Goldman Sachs is definitely, it's still trying to come up here, but it looks like, we might get back up to that level, but who knows? We see we had a 2% return on Goldman Sachs just today. Let's check out Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley definitely setting up for another breakout for 48.9. We're at 48.07. So it looks like the banks are starting to pick up. So they're definitely going to be an interesting play. So remember, I talked about Berkshire Hathaway going up today, and we see Berkshire Hathaway definitely hitting more all-time highs because the banks have woke up, the airlines have woken up. So anytime you get the banks to wake up, you're going to see it in your returns for Berkshire Hathaway. Anytime the airlines wake up, you're going to see it in the returns for Berkshire Hathaway. So let's check out American Airlines. American Airlines was definitely down, but it looks like American Airlines is going to range-bound trade here. So you see right here, bottom right here, 42, and the top right there, just about at $48. So it looks like it might just, stay in this, I would say this 2 levels of sideways trading here. So it looks like it might break out right there and get in a range-bound trading right here, or it might just top out right there to stay in a range-bound trading here. So it definitely gets, like I said, it gets really interesting depending on which companies you find attractive for your investment. So we see United Continental definitely up about 2%. So it might be something that you might want to invest in. We see the RSI definitely, at 37. So it lets us know that there are a lot of sellers going on. This might be a time. Let's go ahead and buy some shares on market open. Don't really care what price I get in on it. We're going to go ahead and make sure we buy some shares of United Continental. We're going to go ahead and confirm our order. And let's see. So we're going to go ahead and place that order, and tomorrow morning, the order will go through, and that way we'll go ahead and secure a position because the daily moving average is definitely at what, $66. So I would say that definitely creates a pocket of maybe $6 a share of return, or maybe $4 a share of return, depending on how the stock opens up tomorrow. So you have to secure the profit. I would say you have to secure the profits. You have to calculate your profits, so that way you can already get an estimate of what you potentially could make with the stock. So that way you'll know if it's profitable or not for you to go ahead and step your feet into that stock. So that way you can start to make money. But if it's not going to be really profitable for you, that's something that you need to stay away from. Or you might just want to take a break, or maybe you might want to simulate trading. I would say simulate trading, trade the stock around. But that's all I have for you guys so far. Haven't really kept up with the market, but I'm going to go ahead and try to keep up with the market from now on. Hopefully, I'll have another video for you guys. But United Airlines, we're definitely going to try to get a position on that, and I'm pretty sure we're going to capitalize profits on this big. We might see a return of about Take-Two's impact, or we might get a Berkshire Hathaway impact. So remember, you go back to my old videos, you see me losing a lot of money with Berkshire Hathaway. Now we're up about $5,200 on that. You see me lose money on Apple. Now we're up $2,900 on that. Also, you see me lose money on Home Depot, but like I said, every time I told you guys, I said later on in the year, this will definitely turn positive because I'm investing in growth names, credible companies. So anytime you do that, anytime you have that vision on your side to where you can also, I would say, filter out the noise in the market, you're definitely going to be a lot more profitable than those traders or those anti investors who are waiting for any type of news to go ahead and sell or any type of news that to go ahead and buy. So you have to pay attention to that. So like I said, that's all I have for you guys. Take care. Oh, I can't forget. If you're interested in learning on a one-on-one basis, definitely check out my Instagram, Mike the Day Trader. It's the same as my YouTube. I definitely do have a business where I teach people. It is not free, but I do teach people how to invest and trade on a one-on-one basis. So that way we'll get a better feel. So that way I can actually convey different messages to you that fits your, I would say, fits your budgets, that fits your budget more perfectly. So I know let's say you might not be able to buy Apple. We could talk about definitely different alternatives that can probably make you more money than holding Apple, or probably something that's more steady, or probably something that pays out, the same amount of dividends as Apple. So that might be something that you might be interested in. So like I said, check me out on Instagram, Mike the Day Trader. It's the same as my YouTube. Message me in the DM so that way we can go ahead and see if we can schedule you a lesson. So that way we can talk about, how to manage your portfolio, which stocks are the best ones for you. So like I said, take care, guys. I'll be back with more videos.